just go? Can we just go? Figure out where we're going. Can we just
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley. I am a sophomore management major at Clemson University, and in today's video I'm going to be answering a few of your questions about either college or Clemson. So let's go ahead and get right into them. So the first question is, what shouldn't I bring to my dorm? So this was definitely something that I also had a question about last year when I was moving into the dorms. What did I need to bring? What would be considered excessive or unnecessary to bring? And I'm here to shed some light in the situation. In my opinion, don't bring anything that has a whole bunch of your high school spirit related items, old t-shirts from your high school, as well as make sure that you're not bringing a whole bunch of nicer, dressier, more professional outfits. You probably need about one or two of those because you might have events where you need to interview or look nice. I'd recommend that you don't bring a whole lot of those types of clothing, dresses, or even shoes. So the next question is, what should I pack? Should be packing a lot of athleisure, more comfier lounge clothes. Those are the types of things that students typically wear to class when they're going to do study groups, when they're doing homework, just a lot more of a comfier fit. So you're going to be having a lot more t-shirts purchased and invest in items that you can use for more than just one purpose. Along with that, something that I totally didn't think about is purchasing a very long charger. So especially if you're going to be lofting your bed, I'd recommend that you get either the 6 or 10 foot charger from Find Below. They're usually $5. They last for a pretty long time and they're pretty inexpensive. So if you lose it or it gets broken, you can replace it. It's not much of an investment, but it really helped me out when I was in my bed and I wanted to watch something on my phone or my iPad. Being able to have a very long charger really helped me out. So I'd recommend making sure that you have a very long charger. That way, if you are in your bed or doing something in your bed, you can still charge your devices. So the next question is, how do you time manage, make sure that you can be involved, have your academics underway, go to athletic events, all of those things and more? How can you balance it all? Well, I'd recommend that you first have a good time management system. First, you want to make sure that you're planning out your weeks. I like to do this on Sunday evenings. That way I can kind of see what the week ahead looks like, what kind of week, what kind of mindset. I like to think about it. Am I going to be having a surviving mindset where I have tons of exams, tons of assignments due, and I just need to get things done? Or am I going to have a thriving mindset? Maybe I don't have any exams that week. I'm just purely going to class, doing my homework. Maybe I have more time to do social things or attend club meetings and such. Know what kind of week you're going to be going into before the week actually starts. Gauge that. It really helped me. And also make sure that you're time blocking different activities. So if you are attending class, obviously you have time set out for certain parts of the day to do that. Figure out what you do in certain parts of the day and stick to it. Make sure that you're utilizing your time to the best of your ability because you can't get it back. How much time do you actually spend studying? So this varies, especially for me, from course to course, depending on how quickly I'm retaining the material. How much material am I expected to be making sure that I can demonstrate on an assessment? So I would recommend, kind of the rule of thumb is based off of how many credit hours you're taking. You should be dedicating 3 additional hours outside of class for studying per week. So if you are taking a 3 credit hour class, then you need to be taking 9 hours outside of the class every week to do your homework, to study, to prepare for making sure that you understand the material. I'd recommend starting there, tweaking it based off of your schedule. I know it's not realistic for maybe every single week, but try to aim for that goal. Some other tactics that I use is I watch YouTube videos, go to Quizlet, search online and find other resources when I don't understand things, learn from different studying methods. Maybe somebody else teaches it in a different way. That way I understand it better. Maybe study with other classmates or somebody I know who's taken the course, who's done well. Go to tutoring, utilize tutoring options at Clemson. They have the Academic Success Center, so go to tutoring, go to PAL, all these resources that they offer to you. Go to office hours and speak with your professor. See if they can maybe break it down for you in a more one-on-one setting. If you aren't the type who's going to be studying maybe every single week, I'd recommend at bare minimum to go ahead and study at least a week before your actual assessment and spend 2 hours each day studying, doing something, reviewing. So you could be rewriting your study guide, doing your study guide, going to a study group, going to a review session, watching and reviewing on YouTube videos, making flashcards, just doing something productive towards reviewing the material, rereading the chapters, going through your notes and maybe highlighting and annotating certain parts, doing something productive towards studying for that material. The next question was, is the freshman 15 real? It depends on you and your habits. For me, it did not occur when I was on campus because I was a lot more physically active and I utilized portion control. I didn't let the fact that there were so many options in the dining hall really encourage me to binge out and pig out. Also, especially on Clemson's campus, there's a lot of different alternatives. Instead of eating all the burgers and fries, you could eat maybe a salad every so many days. So as long as you utilize one of those options, I think you should be a-okay for avoiding the freshman 15. What is the best way to get around on Clemson's campus? So the best way that I'd recommend is honestly just walking. The bus systems are great, but they're not really the most reliable and they do take a little bit longer than if you just walked from point A to point B. Now this also depends on the distance that you're walking. If you're walking from maybe Calhoun Courts all the way to Memorial Stadium, then maybe the bus system probably would be more faster and convenient for you. If you're trying to walk from maybe your dorm at Gisette all the way over to Daniel Hall for one of your classes, I think it would be just better use of your time to just go ahead and start walking over there. Can freshmen on Clemson's campus bring cars? Yes, they can. And there's certain parts of campus that you're allowed to park on depending on if you're a freshman who commutes to campus, you're a freshman who lives on campus. All that information will be on the parking and transportation's website. I think very soon. I'll leave the link to their website down below, so that way you can check it out and find out when that information will be available. But yes, freshmen can have cars. It's not necessarily something you need, but it is a nice little luxury to have. But there's also other great options. There is Zip Car, so if you don't have a car, you can kind of rent a car and use it for maybe a day or even a weekend. So the next question is, what are the dorm bathrooms like? First off, I'm giving you guys the real as you would expect. They're gross, they're grimy, but you can make do with them. Make sure that you are first wearing shower shoes. Make sure that you are respectful and picking up any hair. All the basic just common courtesy things, make sure that you're doing, because it really does make a difference between doing that and not doing that and how the bathroom gets. Doing things to make sure that your environment is as clean as possible, especially in these times. It's very crucial and important to make sure that you are handling those hygienic needs in order to make sure that your community is a clean, healthy, and safe one. So those were all the questions I'm going to be answering today in my Clemson Q&A. If you have any other questions about college or Clemson, leave them down below. I'll be answering them in the comments, as well as if I get any more on my Instagram, I'll be answering them over there as well. If you aren't following me on Instagram or Twitter and want to catch up over there, make sure to follow me. My information will be down below, as well as right here at the bottom of your screen for your convenience. Until next time, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye guys.